Hello everyone, back again with a video this week. Not so much a vlog. I wanted to do something a little bit different today and do more of a news roundup. I did a few of these a couple of years back, mainly focused on UK news, UK esports developments and things like that. Whereas today I'm going to look at some of the stuff that's been happening in the UK scene over the past week, and then look at some of the global esports news over the past week or so as well. So getting right into it, it's a bit of an experimental video, see how it goes. But I've sort of curated loads of news from different websites, and we'll talk about each one. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll start off with some of the UK stuff. And so first up, Intel's entered into a long-term sponsorship deal for the British University Esports Championships at NSE. Obviously great news. To get these big brands backing grassroots esports in the UK is fantastic, and you know, long may it continue. We've seen Intel do work with ESL, and to see them working now with NSE as well is brilliant. So hopefully we'll see even more of those brands in the future getting involved. So a couple of bits from Esports News UK. I did a piece on r2k, one of the you know, early pro gamers from the UK, has joined the University of Chichester as a senior lecturer in esports, which is obviously great news as well. You know, to see universities bringing on board experienced esports professionals to head up their courses and work on their courses is encouraging. And I hope, I wrote a little comment at the bottom saying that, you know, other unis should take note, and I hope this is the start of something where we see more and more people of r2k's calibre getting involved at the with the education side of things. I know it's difficult. I know that you know, esports is still so young and early in its stages that a lot of the great talent and people in esports are working in esports. They're in their prime, they're working in esports, or they're very young. And so we don't have those sort of experienced lecturers who are like, you know, maybe late 40s or in their 50s or something like that, that you expect to see at universities. I know I did, you know, teaching my course in journalism years ago at Bournemouth Uni. So but encouraging. Okay, so next up, ODEE, the founder of Team Dignitas, or now known as Dignitas, has left after 16 years at the organisation. I say 16 years, that was when Dignitas was technically founded in 2003, but he's been working in esports longer than that, I believe 20 plus years. So he's joined Rogue. He didn't wait around, it was literally, yeah, a week or two. And since leaving Dignitas and joining Rogue as Chief Gaming Officer, so good luck to ODEE. You know, he's set up an amazing org in Dignitas, and he's still hungry. He still wants to keep going, and that's brilliant. It is. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that the brand he's helped, you know, that he's founded, is appointing a general manager operating in LA. And obviously ODEE's based here in the UK, so there may be more to it than that, but I'm guessing the location thing was a factor, and it's changed so much as well since ODEE sold it to the Philadelphia 76ers 3 years ago. Okay, so next up, this has become I've been doing Esports News UK almost 4 years now, and this story I've written has become our most read story in the space of a week, over the past week. 90,000 impressions, I think, something like that. Utter madness. And but it's an important story, and I'm writing more about streamers, influencers, British streamers and gamers these days, as well as the esports side of things, because it's important. And this one I want to touch on because third Yogscast member under investigation after CEO departs over accusations of inappropriate behaviour. So Mark Turpin, aka Terps, has stepped down as the Yogscast CEO following accusations of inappropriate behaviour, including apparent sexual harassment and abuse in a position of responsibility. Yeah, obviously very serious allegations, and Yogscast are doing the right thing to investigate their staff. It's not a nice story at all, but it's important, and they've said that a third member is under investigation, and the news comes after another Yogscast content creator, Cafcast, was let go from the group recently over allegations regarding the sexual exploitation of fans and moderators of his Discord server. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. This one isn't concrete. A separate one, British streamer Method Josh, faced similar accusations earlier this year. You can go check out this link in the article, and has since been banned on Twitch without public explaining why. This stuff needs to stop, and we don't want any of this. So yeah, it is what it is. It's horrible, and I hope Yogscast can move on from it and, you know, stamp this kind of behaviour out. Next up, a more positive story. ESI London is back, coming back this year, and it's going to be at Twickenham Stadium. Super excited for this. I'm going to be moderating a panel on UK esports, so I hope to see you there. It's taking place September 16th and 17th. That's going to be really good, and there's some new stuff that ESI have added as well, including the Clutch, which is where companies have the chance to pitch to a panel of investors, and it's like a competition thing. The winner will receive a trophy and things like that, and, you know, may gain investment. So that's brilliant. Next up, 3 UK players have been named in the FIFA E World Cup 2019 finals lineup. I would have expected more. I can't complain. That's 3 out of 32. FIFA is one of the games where we have a lot of talent, and so it's a shame that we've only got 3 when the likes of Germany and Brazil have 5 each, but you can't complain. English players, we've got Tex, Stokes and Tass, so I'm expecting those guys to do pretty well. It's a shame they're all in the same group, but, you know, I'm definitely expecting Tex to go far, so good luck to those players, and yeah, look forward to seeing how they do. That's August 2nd to 4th. I won't be around that weekend. It's also the UK Esports Awards that weekend. I've got a stag do, sadly. I've actually got 2 stag do's that weekend, believe it or not. So I've had to miss one, and missing the UK Esports Awards and this. Next up, another important one, I think. Margot James has announced her resignation from the government. She's obviously the Minister of Culture, DCMS. And I wrote a piece yesterday just wanting to highlight the work she's done in esports, or, you know, at least backing and highlighting a lot of the esports developments in the UK, like ESL 1 in Birmingham. You know, she's spoken to industry, spoken to ESL, Digital Schoolhouse, got around the table with people in esports. She's met with London Spitfire, you know, and most importantly, the government have put £4 million of funding into a consortium led by ESL, which is going to research and create new immersive audience experiences for esports fans, which is looking at like AR, VR, things like that. It's encouraging, and I've basically said in this opinion piece, you know, I hope and I expect that the next minister that comes in and replaces Margot, following the shake-up, or whoever the Prime Minister will be announced today. I'm recording this early, this vlog, so it will go out probably after the announcement's made. But you know, this is a start. I want to see more of this from the government, but it's a good start that Margot's been engaging with the esports industry. Visas has been a bit of a problem here, so I hope to see that rectified in the future. Next up, this weekend, July 27th and 28th, we've got the CSGO and Rainbow Six ESL Prem Finals taking place in Leicester. We'll have Craig from our team attending that and covering the Rainbow Six Finals, so that's exciting. Good luck to the teams, and be good to see how that does this weekend. Next up, we've got a UK winner here, St Bellikin, one of our top talents in Clash Royale, has won a tournament, Gameopolis. So congrats to Saint Bellikin, still very young talent, and congrats again as well to Team UK in Clash Royale, who won the World Royale League finals against Portugal the other weekend. So congratulations to those guys. We have, some great talent like Thunderstruck in Clash Royale, and yeah, again, very encouraging stuff there. So moving on to the global news. I've got a bunch of sites here. Let's run through this. So the Overwatch League has revealed a homestand format for the 2020 season, which will divide the league into 4 new divisions and run 2 separate local events simultaneously throughout the season, February to August. So yeah, each team is required to host a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 local weekend events. And this is good because we've got obviously London Spitfire bringing Overwatch League to London as part of this new home and away format. So that's great for Spitfire fans. That's great for esports in the UK. London Spitfire is one of the biggest brands, you could say, that's associated with esports in the UK. And they've obviously got their British Hurricane Academy team as well. So looking forward to those activities. Next up, some very sad news. InControl passed away a few days ago, July 20th. He was only 33 years old. I mean that's my age, and just incredibly sad. A lot of people in the industry obviously talking about InControl, what he gave to esports, to StarCraft, to gaming. There's been a lot of nice tweets on Twitter over the past few days of people that knew InControl, or how he influenced them. So rest in peace, Jeff. Next up, we've got the international. Has the largest prize pool in esports history again, and this is another encouraging story here. It's exceeded $30 million. Which was that was a record previously held by the Fortnite World Cup, which hasn't even started yet. So just amazing to see the growth of the international, the prize pool. I know that crowdfunding is a big thing, but for it to still keep growing now, Dota 2 is not a new game. It's amazing, and look forward to it hitting 40 or even 50 in the future. Who knows? This is some streamer drama here, but I think an important story. This is about a streamer called illinitE, who has been put into question around animal mistreatment. There's this clip here which I'll play. There we go.
Guy. Milo.
So you can see she's thrown her cat over her head, and people have rightly called her out, and for a ban. And there's another clip. I don't think on this article. There's another clip I've seen where she's drunk some vodka and then kissed her cat on the mouth, and the cat has sort of reacted, shaking its head kind of thing, and people are saying animal abuse and to ban her. So it'd been interesting to see if she does get banned. Next up, we've got Blizzard co-founder Frank Pierce, latest to depart the company. Obviously Mike Morhaime left last year as president, and Overwatch League Commissioner Nate Nanzer left in May, and Blizzard's global esports director Kim Pham followed in June. It's none of this stuff is surprising. So much stuff has happened at Blizzard over the past year which is negative. I'm not going to go into all of it. The main one was laying off the 800 or so employees despite posting the company's best ever results. It's disappointing, and to me now it's just sad to see Blizzard crumbling. Such a great gaming developer that's brought us so many excellent games over the years and experiences. There's obviously some internal stuff going on. Staff aren't happy. I mean, would you be happy if, you know, that many people got laid off? You're probably always wondering, is your job going to go next? It's all focused on finances and results, and something needs to change at Blizzard, otherwise it's just going to continue going downhill, in my opinion. Jat is returning to cast at LCS full time. He's confirmed he's going to be returning to the LCS desk, and he's actually cast his first 3 games. So this article was written before those matches took place on the weekend, Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves and so on. So yeah, good to see Jat back in the game. Last few stories, not so much esports, but obviously affects an esport. We've got a new character unveiled in Overwatch, Sigma. Reminds me of like a boss or something from the old Mega Man games. Yeah, showing my age there. He's an eccentric astrophysicist who hopes to unlock the secrets of the universe, who were unaware that he's being used as a living weapon. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen this.
Gravity. Gravity is a harness.
I won't watch the whole thing. You can watch it, but yeah, it looks pretty cool, I guess. I've decided to stop running on my PC the other week, so I've uninstalled it, but I'll hopefully play it again soon. Last couple of stories. Excel's Mystiques is confident in LEC players after ending losing streak. Great to see Excel pick up a win the other week, and you know, Mystiques is the rookie support is saying that, you know, he's talking about like how beating SK was nothing special, and you know, hopefully we can see Excel push on from here. They had obviously a bad start in the LEC. I have to say I haven't been following League of Legends as closely this year, and that includes the UK LC. Just had so much stuff on, and there are so many games to follow. I haven't been watching it that closely, but good to see Excel picking up their first win in the LEC. And finally, it's the sort of stream event of the moment, the race to world first in World of Warcraft for Queen Ashara in the Eternal Palace raid. And look at this, the top Twitch channels over the past week, July 15th to 21st, Method almost doubling ESL CSGO there. They've had 4 million views on the Method stream, which is incredible. I believe they're on the last boss now, Queen Ashara, as I'm recording this video. So good luck to Method. I hope they win. Obviously, as a UK organisation, very exciting to see and encouraging. Again, I know I've used that word a few times, but it's true. You know, esports is continuing to grow. Who would have thought World of Warcraft would have a stream beating Riot, CSGO, ESL, you know, Ninja and things like that? It's fantastic, and I want to see more of this. Race to World First is a great event, and you know, it taps into the competitive spirit of competitive gaming, and it shows that there is a place for esports or competitive side of things in World of Warcraft. It might not be arena, it might not be the what do you call it? I forget what it's called now, the Mythic Dungeon Invitational and all that stuff, but it shows that there is a demand for that kind of thing, and I still think World of Warcraft is a great game. The latest expansion, I think, is back on the right path, and hopefully the next expansion will be even better. But yeah, that was it this week, guys. A little roundup of news. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do these every week, I'm happy to do them, because, like I say, it's only taken me like 20 minutes to do this, about 10, 20 minutes of research. I say 10, 20 minutes of research. I'm looking at news every day, all day, every day kind of thing. So I have like bookmarks and pages that I save, you know, that I know are interesting and things like that. Or I hope it was interesting anyway. I'm waffling again. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.